All right, everyone. This is Paul Gaither. This is Madden NFL 2002. This is our San Francisco 49ers Year 2 franchise. And while I have done several videos yesterday before using the microphone and there was no commentary, we're going to try a commentary game here. See what you think. What are your impressions? What is your feedback? Let's jump in. 49ers, we have been on a losing streak. And I think that's actually in part because the settings are getting better and better. Not perfect, but better. The fact that we're not just blowing out the league. Though the real life 49ers did go 12 and 4, not 14-2. They went 12 and 4 in real life. And they lost to the Packers in real life, just like our first season did. So I think our settings were also kind of good in that way. They did replicate real life in a lot of ways, not completely. We're on a losing streak. Not happy about that. And we have the Cardinals. So hopefully we can repeat our ways, beat the Cardinals up again to get back into the winning ways, beat up on the Seahawks to continue our winning ways. Who knows how the Raiders are doing? Are they deteriorating now that they had Jerry Rice and Tim Brendel that retire? And then finally, see how we regroup when we go to face the Rams and beyond. The Seahawks again should be another easy game so far, and then we'll see how the year finishes out. So can we get back to our winning ways? We've got the Cardinals. And what I like to do is take a look at awards. And we had Eddie George, okay, and Harris. And then we had in the AFC Coleman, Kurt Warner, and Harris as the players of the week for offense and defense. And we go to rosters. And we're going to look at the Cardinals. And we've already seen them, so I'm not going to click through this. I like to click on this on the screen so you can see all their ratings. So you can see how they're doing statistically on the year. Okay? Michael Pittman, he would end up going to the Buccaneers in real life, but he stayed here with the team. Their fullback, they have David Boston, Rob Moore, the veteran. They have Frank Sanders. They've got themselves a roster here. Ben Coates refuses to retire. In real life, he did not even play the 2001 season. I put him on the Patriots because he's in free agency and had a good overall rating. I think like an 80 or a 78 or whatever, and he still helped the Patriots. But he still refuses to retire in this game, even though he's fallen to 71 overall. He's found a job on a team that otherwise doesn't even have anything at tight end. So he's just getting that money, he's getting those paychecks, right? So pretty good offensive line, 3 years pro, 95 strength, 84 overall. You see that 90 run block, 86 pass block. Like they certainly have themselves a run blocker there. 91 strength here, pretty decent. 89, 86, like in the pass and run block range. Pretty good awareness. Another good guard. Center is not a liability because 90 strength, but mid 80s in blocking. Like definitely the weaker part of the line so far. They've got some good left guard, left tackle, and then obviously their rookie right guard Leonard Davis. He was a beast in real life. Madden did not misrepresent him. He was fantastic in real life as well. Here is after his rookie year, he's already a 90 overall. He improves that much. 98 strength, 94 run block, 92 pass block. Good awareness. Just like he's held back by the low awareness rating, right? And they even have Chris Dishman. I'm pretty sure Chris Dishman turned into a good player. I have this like faint memory that he was a good player. Maybe he had a better beginning and then he fell off. I don't know. But I know that name, and I thought he was better than a 58 overall. Maybe I'm wrong. Anthony Clement. Okay, this is another weakness. And again, 91 strength is not weak. And he goes up against defensive ends. We talked about that when I talked about my settings and ratings, that he's going to take on pretty much all defensive ends in the game and have no problem. So 91 is good enough. 77 pass block, but 83 run block. 83 run block is not spectacular. It's not special. But yeah, we can definitely say that the center position and the right tackle on the lower end of things. But this is also why when we talk about matchups, what we get into. So since I'm on the microphone, you want to take a look and just understand the situation I'm at is 91 strength, 98, 90, 91, 95. Okay? Well, what are our 49ers? There's a reason why in the draft, there's a reason why in free agency, I went after guys with strength. We really only have Bryant Young that can hold up. And we have our nose tackle here that we drafted. Spoto, Joseph Spoto, our rookie, at 93 strength. And if he goes up against Leonard Davis, he's outclassed, right? He can go up against the center, but the guards and all that, like we only have these two guys. Jason Fisk, like remember we had Dana Stubblefield dropped to 78 strength, right? We couldn't even afford to keep him on the roster. Like we're taking the cap penalty there. I hope that we're going to have more cap room going into next season because of those contracts that we're just eating with these cap penalties. I don't know how much we're going to carry over, but I'd rather eat those cap penalties and get rid of guys who have like such abysmal strength. So yeah, defensive end, our left end. We even have Marquise Douglas, who would actually play for the 49ers in real life. They would target him for the same reason, I guess. 84 strength. He's not going to go up against that 91 strength left tackle, is he? Like we're going to get shoved around like a shopping cart, which is why we play a lot of 3-4, and we actually want Bryant Young on that defensive end position to give him a battle, to have our nose tackle go up against the center and Leonard Davis, to have Jason Fisk at 88 strength go up against their left guard and left tackle, which left guard and left tackle 91 and 95. So outclassed, but not by a lot. Not by a lot by the center. So Fisk is definitely an important aspect of why we're kind of going with a 3-4 defense. Is that whole nose tackle, defensive end, strong guys, and bring these guys in as pass rushers, Andre Carter, John Engelberger, and having these guys, Paul Spicer and Marquise Douglas, as backup defensive ends to Young and Fisk at the 3-4 position because we had those substitutions. So that's a matchup. And then we have, like, this is why, like, I'm happy with our linebacker core. I know Jimmy Winborn is not some super high overall rating, but he's been good for us. And the same thing at outside linebacker with Julian Peterson. Like, those outside linebackers have been solid. And I would have been happy with Jeff Ulbrich as my second middle linebacker. I really would have been. But we found Valentine, Levi, 84 speed, good strength, low awareness. He'll get that as he raises his ability. Okay, acceleration is not special. This game definitely has a balance of acceleration to speed for real life players, and the drafted players have an extreme difference. 84 speed, 62 acceleration. That's a huge gap in talent, and that's just the way it is in this game. All the imported rookies have that kind of thing, and there's some good and some bad about that. It makes the stars stand out more. Also, it kind of spreads it out closer to what I think EA actually wanted players to be, because this is something that Josh Lumen and others would actually do, like in Madden 10 and all that, is spread out the ratings. So, like, we ended up having Wes Welker, for example, having like 99 acceleration but only 88 speed. So they wanted to represent like 10-yard splits versus 40 time. It's also something in real life. 49ers Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is not a speed player. He's not going to beat Lamar Jackson in a foot race. And yet Brock Purdy, they said, I don't know the exact numbers right now, I'm not going to look it up, but I kept hearing that Brock Purdy has among the top 10-yard splits in the NFL. Like that short distance burst, that like standing from a dead stop in the pocket and bursting out of the pocket left or right, that he's among the fastest in the NFL. I mean, I'm sure there are corners and other guys who are faster, but he's got that 10-yard burst speed. Um, he gets up to his maximum speed, and he doesn't really have any more speed beyond that. But he just gets there. He just explodes. And you could see it in real life when he was evading pressure. Like, he was able to have escape speed, right? But not winning foot races. That's the thing. So that's acceleration. And I still don't know how much that matters. Like, I've seen this guy fly around the field at 84 speed. I don't know if the low acceleration matters. Like, is there a significant, meaningful difference between 62 acceleration and 92 acceleration? Like, is it a difference in like half a second or whatever, a step? Like, is it irrelevant? Is speed still the king? Like, they're just going to get up to that speed where, like, let's say you had 99 acceleration, but like 74 speed. Just mean, yeah, you get up to that 74, but it's still just 74. It's still garbage, right? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. Same thing with agility. I don't know how much that really matters. I know it matters for change of direction with user control and all of that. And you also take an agility hit if you're holding sprint. Um, but I still don't know how much that really matters in terms of gameplay. I know I'm getting like off the rails here, and we just want to go watch the game. But since I'm on the microphone, since we're talking about matchups and we're talking about what we're going to see on the screen, I might as well take advantage of it because we're not going to do that for every single video, right? But this is the reason why we're in a 3-4 defense. Is I feel more comfortable having my defensive tackles as a 3-4 front and my linebacking core than I am having, let's say, like I'm more comfortable with Valentine being on the field than, let's say, Andre Carter or John Engelberg. Now, maybe I'm wrong for that, but I think I feel more comfortable. Not because of the overall rating, but because of that speed, because of that good strength, like 74 strength, right? That's one difference than Carter, but a lot faster, right? Tackle 72 and 88 tackle. He is a 62 overall rookie with 88 tackle. Like, he's dogged on because of his awareness, but this dude can play. We've seen it. He flies around the field and he messes people up. He's better than Derek Smith. He's better than Winborn. He's better than Peterson. He's our best tackler at the second level, right? Dude's a dog. I'd rather have him out there than the others. So that's why we're going 3-4. Okay? Coaching options. We stay 3-4. I've been messing with coaching. If you've been paying attention to my videos, I don't know what offense I want. We might just go back to Steve Mariucci. But you notice there's a reason I pick the playbooks that I do. Because Steve Mariucci coached under Mike Holmgren in Green Bay, right? He worked with Andy Reid, if I remember correctly. I don't think Andy Reid was brought in at a different time. Like, there's a reason why Mariucci and Andy Reid and John Gruden all became head coaches. They all worked under Holmgren, and Holmgren came from the 49ers before going to Green Bay. Like, he worked under Bill Walsh directly. So it's kind of like coming back home, even though he wasn't actually always a Niner. Like, he's part of that overall tree. It's like that Bill Walsh coaching tree coming back home. And Mariucci, like, he was good, not great. He obviously didn't do well with the Lions and overall. And if he was a great coach, he would have kept coaching. Not a disrespect. I like Mooch, but he was good. And I don't think he deserved to be fired after the 2002 campaign. I don't think they should have brought in Dennis Erickson. I understand the front office was tired of not seeing victories in the playoffs, and they wanted to move into a new direction. But I like Mooch, which was decent, which was good enough for the time. And there was a lot of dark times after he was gone, and the team completely fell apart and took a long time to rebuild. But I'm getting off track again. The point is he's from that tree, so I picked Mike Holmgren playbooks. I picked Andy Reid playbooks. I picked West Coast offense playbook, which is where Mike Holmgren got his stuff. I think I even picked the Oakland Raiders, John Gruden one, right? Because I wanted it to all be part of that same tree. Something else I'm willing to do, actually, is the Mike Shanahan. While he's not from the Mike Shanahan tree, Mike Shanahan also works with the 49ers. I don't think he was on the roster with Bill Walsh directly. Not the roster. On the coaching staff. But it's still part of that, like, 49er family that Mike Shanahan came from. And that was, like, just that little side tangent. Whenever the Broncos and the Packers played in the Super Bowl, it's basically 49ers coaches becoming head coaches and building their team that same Bill Walsh style. That was like a 49ers Super Bowl that the 49ers weren't involved in, right? Heck of a story when you talk about, like, that. And then having Mike Shanahan's son come into the Niners, Kyle, and doing well. So we might mess with the Shanahan playbook. Just, again, keep it in the family. Trying to find something that works for our team. And that's enough yammering. That's enough chit-chat. You came here for the game. Probably already clicked off. I don't know. Let's go. And I promise you I'm going to do my best to not do that yammering for future videos. Everything is set up. My Shanahan playbook. Let's get it started. Oh, yeah, as it loads, yeah, those are the reasons why I do what I do.
Welcome to today's regular season battle between the Cardinals and the 49ers. Both teams seem ready to go, so I'll send this one over to Pat and John.
Thanks for the update, JB. It looks like they're ready to go.
Let's get this one started.
Well, I can't skip over that. I press the A button, I press start, I do all of that. I'm going to try not to talk over John and Pat as much as possible, but I don't want the volume on the TV so loud that I can't hear it either, because of my setup. I can't simultaneously hear it through my headphones and also have my headphones plugged in. Like, I can't have my headphones plugged into the TV and to my laptop. So it's got to be one or the other. So I'll try my best not to talk over Pat and John. And I can't skip this because it is CPU versus CPU.
We'll see what both of these teams can do now as they're lined up for the kickoff.
All right, so whoever won the toss, it doesn't matter. We are going to receive the ball in the second half. 49ers set up. We went after Jason Elam. After our first season with Ream or whatever his name is, that had like 74, 78 kick accuracy and was only making 2/3 of his kicks. He didn't really cost us a game specifically, but yeah, it showed that I did a pretty good job.
Start the drive from the 20.
I did a pretty good job of messing with the sliders so that guys with lower accuracy were missing kicks, and guys with accuracy make kicks.
Pat,
And
I
Elam
was
is
able
worth
to
the money.
catch up to Dave McGinnis prior to today's game, and he insinuated that this is a big week for the team. They've not really met the expectations of the coaches or the fans, and some changes might be needed unless they see some improvement. It looks like there's going to be some exciting action down on the field. Pat?
Thanks for your report, Leslie. Winborn makes the stop at the 26.
There you go. Good old outside run, shoestring tackle on the left-hand side, or not on the left on the TV, on the right-hand side of the field.
Ball on their own 26.
Little outside run. Still in high formation. Good tackle by the safety. We hadn't really looked up, and now I can't look up. Match
He
up.
tried to get to the outside, but the defense was watching his every move.
You know what? Let me do the settings. Audio. I'm gonna struggle not talking over Pat and John. So let's just turn that off. All right, back to the game. So yeah, we're going to notice that our safeties are making a lot of tackles. It's something that I even skipped over in the matchups that I don't want to skip over completely. We even talked about it in the other video about my settings. Running back, breaking tackles. Here we have Plummer back to throw to the left-hand side. And there's that overthrow, that 78 accuracy. So I don't even remember. I think we were stuck with 19 QB accuracy out of 20. And there's an overthrow by Plummer, which is just fine. Because, again, he's a good quarterback, and he would be for the Broncos. But right now, not so much. The 78 accuracy. That brings up fourth down. They had two runs. They got stopped by our safeties. An overthrow. And now they're coming through. A return. And a good clean tackle. So let's see what our 49ers can come out with the Mike Shanahan offense. Is that going to be any good? I formations, twins left. Garcia back to throw. Good drop back. Got some pressure. Guy's getting knocked down. He actually took off to scramble. Wow. And he fumbles. But the defense does not recover on a fumble. He only had like 9 last year. He had one here. So it does happen. Not very often. And when he does, he fumbles. He put it on the ground. I took Madison out. He was not getting catches. So I put Clark back in. See how it goes. Madison is playing there off the right-hand side. He's the number 2 tight end. Pitch out to the right. Doesn't get it taken care of. It turns out Madison is like one of the top run blockers in the game and all of that, but he doesn't have the awareness, and clearly he doesn't hear it. He doesn't know who to block and how to. But him and Clark actually have among the highest run block in the league in this roster. 67 run block. And what does that even mean, 67 run block? Does that mean offensive linemen, like the worst offensive linemen, can run block well when they have 66 run block, 67 run block? I don't know. It's got to be against tight ends. Titans have against linebackers and safeties. So again, single back motion to the right, handoff to the right. Barlow breaking off that tackle against the safety. I think it's cleaned up. The first down run doesn't work out very well, as we do not get the block, and I think we can blame awareness for that. Second down run, broken tackle. We got ourselves a 35 situation. I formation, twins left. No motion, drop back to throw, looking, toss over the middle, nice catch by Owens, down by contact. Good awareness, good accuracy, good throw. Decent protection up front. Really happy with the 3 rookies that we drafted. So 5 offensive linemen, 3 of them are rookies. Our right tackle and our center are the veterans. Back to throw again. Garcia looks left side. He's got Ty Streets. Number 89 with the catch. Ty Streets has got it. Good catch. And this is one of those situations where I say, like, where is playing the ball in the air? The defender just kind of, oh, I magically know, even though my back is turned, if the ball is in the air, and I know exactly who it's being thrown to. Okay, but then when you turn around, do you actually make a play on the ball or do anything? It's kind of wonky. It's Madden 2002. But I like the throw. The defender was protecting nothing but the space between his shoulders, as they say, as his back was turned. It's a good throw by Jeff. Back to throw, ace formation, plenty of time, over the middle. Owens not only makes the catch, but yards after the catch. Touchdown, Niners. Great job to get in the end zone. T.O. Let's take another look at that. Drop back, steps here. Like when we talk about protection, right? Jeremy Newberry passing off with the rookie Rice. That is good offensive line communication there to take on the stunt. And here, Boston looking for work. I think the other one's Brown. Yeah, that one's Brown. Our left tackle, our first round draft pick here. Dropping back, realizing what's going on. Right, comes up to kind of help out, but it's still kind of wonky looking. Right, he's like, oh, I'm going to go pass block in this direction. Right, it's still wonky looking. But can't complain too much. They don't have too much strength out there. Bragg is getting actually pushed backwards, but that's by Issa. So, but I don't feel this is like a strength issue. I think it's him embracing the bull rush. Right, you can see the bull rush animation, throwing the arms up, anchoring, and setting. Right, I like that, even from Madden 2002. And then finally that happens. We come through here, and our guard Rice finally gets bowled over. And we get a cut block. So great run blocking here by Kevin Barlow to keep the quarterback clean. The spin move finally starts to work after the bull rush failed, the inside spin. So you got to be happy with these animations. There's some decent work here. Boston helping out Newberry. Like, that's pretty solid for like what we're at, like 4 or 5 pass blocking. That's actually a pretty good pocket, pretty good animation style here. And obviously, Owens just coming over the middle, one-handing that. That's our 11 catch in the game, plus he's got like 96 catch or whatever. He's one of the top receivers, him with Moss, right? And obviously, Isaac Bruce. And then the tackle is made, right? The linebacker can make the tackle, but we're already in the end zone. What a good drive. What a good set of plays. Like, that just looked beautiful, did it not? Yes, Tom Brady, 51 overall. I think he increased to 52 overall. After 2 years with the New England Patriots, the computer decided to release him. Obviously, clearly underrated. Picked him up just for his name. And also, we had Gino Carazzi, or whatever his name was, we cut him. We've got Tom on our team. But this is not real-life Tom Brady. This is 66 accuracy Tom Brady. We'll still probably end up playing Tim Rattay. Garcia gets hurt. But I put Tom on the team just for fun. Same thing you might have noticed, I put Pat Tillman on the team. Rest in peace, Pat Tillman. In the video game, 9/11 doesn't happen. Obviously, he doesn't go off to war, but he's still super underrated. The man had a great season, was offered something like a $9 million 5-year contract with the Rams. If, like, I think the 2000 season, or the 2001 season, he turned it down to stay with the Cardinals. He wanted to build, he went to Arizona State, so he actually wanted to go in Arizona. Hopefully, he can understand that. But then 9/11 happened, and aside from the tragedy itself, he decided to join up. We're not going to get into the Pat Tillman story right now, but I saw that he wasn't on the roster, so I went and found him in free agency, added him as a third string safety. Besides the safeties, we need a backup for safety. It's a run out to the right, and our corner, our free agent, number 33, Washington, big money quarterback that we went out for and picked up. We offered him a big contract for the year. Obviously not by today's standards in 2023, but those standards, we offered him a really sizable contract because we need a pair of corners out there, not just Ahmed Plummer. We need a second corner. We need to pay that man money. We did, and he's been worth every penny. They're going with strong eye, but they're dropping back the throw out to the sideline. Good little catch. Good little cleanup. There's Valentine with the speed, with that 88 tackle, cleaning it up like he's supposed to. And we force the Cardinals into a third down situation. I don't remember the ratings right now of number 33 on corner, but I believe we picked him up because he's also actually not just good, but he, I believe, has pretty decent strength and tackle. Plummer, all kinds of time to throw, checks it down. We're going to kind of check out the pass rush here in a moment. We know that their offensive line is very strong. We're only going to get so much coverage. That's a good little auto instant replay by the game, and we clean up the tackle there. So we know we've got strength inside. We know the matchups already. Leonard Davis is 98 strength. We already know that these guys have just a little bit advantage over Fisk. We've got a double team here. We've got Bryant Young with 92 strength trying to bull rush Leonard Davis. It's not going to happen, Young. Sorry. Love you, BY. The original wide back. But it's not happening today. You're playing against Leonard Davis. He's got your number. We got a double team on Fisk. Like, the Cardinals, they're going to have time in the pocket for a valid reason. But this, in a nickel, in this case, I guess a dime package, is why we bring Andre Carter in. It's why we bring Engelberger in to play that in position out here. Little spin move action, trying to get off the block. He handles it really well, washes them outside the quarterback. Same thing here, trying to take care of business. Try a little swipe, but it's a clean pocket. But there's still nowhere to go back there. Secondary, taking care of business for the most part. Probably could have gone here. Good little in-cut. How nice is this animation here? Forcing the corner to run with you, hip to hip, and as you turn his back, you undercut. What a great route running animation there by Moore. Doesn't get the ball thrown to him. He's past the first down marker. Should have been where the quarterback went. Here's a little bit of spacing. He comes up here for the underneath throw. Probably should have gone here, but who knows if that Plummer's awareness. I don't know. And then obviously he gets cleaned up. We've got Peterson diving to tackle nothing, but at least Webster comes out and cleans things up. Beautiful. The only error out there is Plummer not seeing and not throwing the ball on time. We should expect better quarterback play from other QBs. Hope you enjoy the breakdown. Hope it's not too distracting. Hope you're not saying just shut up and watch the game. That Scott player, I know a player, but I think it's Scott player. Back to punt, 4th and 4. 5 minutes remaining. Just hang time. Doesn't quite get to 4 seconds. A rookie with good speed gets what, like 8+ yards? And it's an 8-yard play, essentially. Not only to field it cleanly, but to get positive yards. And set us up not quite at the 40. But yeah, when there's an opening kickoff and you kick it out of bounds and the team gets on the 40, you're like, oh my god, look at that field position. Well, look at this field position. We take over. Looks like we're like weak eye formation to the left, but weak eye twins. Garcia back to throw. Just got blown up by the center. center just got blown up, I should say. Good throw out to Clark. Clark drops it. That's what we're talking about. Good, accurate throw. But someone with like 67 catch, not able to haul it in like Terrell Owens was able to. But watch the center just get completely obliterated. I don't know what Newberry's stats are versus this defensive tackle, Tosai, whatever, but just gets completely obliterated. But we get help from our offensive line here to help pick it up just by a little time. Garcia moving, like pocket awareness, very good. And then he just completely blows by this guard, but he should with that leverage. And Barlow's like, okay, you want to beat us with leverage, but he beats another guy. What a star on this play. Blows him up, says nope, says no, sir. Takes 4 guys to block him. Bragg is just looking for work. Magically knows he's even there to block. I don't know. But takes all those guys to block him for an incomplete play. I felt that was worth taking a look at. What an adventure on offensive and defensive play. I think that was more exciting than just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Handoff inside, blowing people up with room to run. What a play. We're not going to break down every single block and every single play, but wow, getting revenge. Completely blowing through there. Right after his... Oh, that's not him. He's over here. Okay. Still fighting. Still playing like a boss out there. With Newberry, yeah, he got blown up. He's not playing against the same guy, but he's like, hey, look, I'm going to put someone on the ground. Right? He just got embarrassed. He's angry. He plants somebody. Let's go to IHOP, get those pancakes. Nice camera angles. I love inside the car. We got ourselves a 3rd and 5 situation. And now we hit the 5-minute mark. I formation, balance. Garcia back to throw. Good pickup on the pass protection. And our wide receiver, Stokes, is unable to make the catch there. We're going to have to punt. Drop by Stokes. Garcia put the ball in the right place. So here comes Stanley. Stanley? No, Stanley. 36 punts this season. And it's away. Unable to make the catch. Unable to pile on. We're going to clean up. And we got 3 first downs. We had a good, successful drive on our first possession that found our way in the end zone. We had some decent runs, good animations, good interactions. And now it's time for the defense. Got our 3-4 defense base. They come out in strong eye, but no tight end. They've got 3 wide receivers with the fullback in the strong position. Offset eye, run up the middle. We've cleaned it up from the outside linebacker position. If I were them, I would just continue powering the ball up the middle in the inside, where you just outclass our team in terms of strength, especially with that right guard, Warren Davis. That was like 6 yards, right? 5 yards. Almost 6. Close to it. Okay, weak eye formation. Back to throw. The middle is completely cleaned up. Nice pass. Nice catch. Move the chains. They said they only have 4 yards rushing because of the big loss drops in plays, despite the 5-yard pickup. First and 10, close to midfield. So much for that field position change. We've got strong eye formation, tight end and fullback to the right-hand side. Under center, back to throw, looking, getting completely pressured. I'd love to know what happened there. Fisk with the sack. Another somewhat big money free agent that we picked up, especially for his strength. Let's check out what happened there. Remember, we know what the matchups are. Fisk is coming from this side over here. So we know that he's not completely outmatched in terms of strength. We've got the bull rush coming up. Slight, like, he withstands, he holds that bull rush, but then I believe it's the awareness and everything that Fisk is able to shrug it off, slide it aside, clean it up. But what's really crazy here is Bryant Young versus Leonard Davis, and some version of a double team. Bryant Young, the wide back, says, "Hey, I'm a vet in this league. You may have 98 strength, but I'm coming through, son." It's a quarterback. It's a meet in the backfield with the quarterback. Now, maybe we might have to mess with pass blocking a little bit, because that is embarrassing for Leonard Davis versus only 92 strength, Bryant Young. But I believe that has a level to do with the awareness rating. His 70-something awareness versus Bryant Young's 90-something. I'm sure that this is that game trying to represent a wily veteran move to make the play. So there's got to be an aspect of his actual pass block rating, his actual awareness. We'll see. But 2nd and 16, we come out in a nickel formation. Good pressure again. Quarterback gets the ball away here. And obviously not just knocking guys down, but Fisk doing his best to kind of beat a double team along with the blitz coming in, so it ends up becoming one-on-one. And Bryant Young does not blow over Leonard Davis, but using that awareness to get off the block, get through the running back, take on the cut block without getting completely destroyed, not blown up, and Fisk just coming around, especially with the leverage against the center, who they're almost equal against the center, and the leverage angle. That's still really good animation there. Worried about here, 91 versus 80 strength. I might need to clip up the pass blocking there. I just don't want it to help my team too much. How much of that is the pass blocking? How much of that is the break block? I'm not sure. Let's do one of these and see if it's not too powerful there. But I don't like seeing Bryant Young blow up him, and I don't like seeing this guy getting blown up as well, despite having the 11-point strength advantage. Let's see what kind of impact that'll have. And at least help them on their passing plays. Just don't want to be too powerful for us, because I did like a lot of those animations that we saw already. 3rd and 7. Looks like they're going double tight end instead of a fullback. Double wing right. Under center. Back to throw. Good protection. Good time. Good throw. Dropped. 4 out of 6 passing. 3 out of 5. Pretty decent. Good ball placement. That's going to set up the punt. Yeah, that's probably what it needed to be. Here's a little veteran move right here. Not bulldozing the guy, but getting around, getting picked up. But still blowing him up, huh? Might have to mess with the block shedding thing. Maybe lower the pass blocking again, but decrease the block shedding. That's the second time he's blown up a guy that he's significantly weaker than by 11 points. That's I know I don't want just one play to do it, but seeing this over and over and over again is disappointing. So let's drop that, and let's drop that. Shall we? I don't want that break block to impact the run game and suddenly have 6 yards per carry all over the place either. But that's how sensitive the sliders are. And again, maybe I'm just being too sensitive about that animation, but I do not like seeing guys who are significantly weaker blowing up our offense. Maybe there's nothing that can be done. Maybe it's just part of EA's animation package of determining what a broken block looks like. So we'll find out. Strength might literally just be the game of how much of a physical push happens, and the animation is just how successful it was. And because we have a high break block, it starts doing super well animations. But he gets through there. I like that. I really like that. Owens down the field to the 20 in the end zone. Touchdown. T.O. 90-yard pass from Jeff Garcia. What a spectacular play here. That is good out there. Good animation. Good throw. Good catch. No chance for the secondary of Arizona. Heck of a play. heck of a play. We don't need to watch the ball. It's not an amazing catch. But the drop back, remember, we decreased the block shedding, but we also decreased the pass blocking. And what happens here? Gets off the block. Love it. We're going to check out his ratings after the game to see if he should have been doing this. But this man has been having a heck of a game for getting pressure. Newberry is not a high-rated center. He will be a lot better in Madden 2003. But that little swim, a little rip underneath. It's not a swim, it's a rip. And yeah, just getting off. Yeah, this is kind of a lot of rip moves. Getting there. Just good animations. Getting pressure. But still smart enough to get picked up. As Garcia buys the time needed. You can see here, Clark here just helping out. But gets run over eventually, as he should, by a stronger defensive end than our tight end has strength. Eventually just pulled over. And Garcia just like, hey, there's nothing but empty space out there. Another problem here is they're trying to send the blitz. Right? And they're trying to blitz to the side that they're flushing the quarterback to. But he just gets completely held up and like dumbs out. That's a problem with this game. I don't know what 24 is doing. He's just kind of dumbing out whenever he could be supporting and doing something. But regardless, Jeff sees it. Sees the breakdown. Should have been better pressure. Not much I can do there other than potentially increase the computer awareness. I don't know if that'll make much of an impact. But those are the kind of changes I like to make. I don't like to make so many knee-jerk change because of one play. But there's certain things that we can see. The impact. The matchups. What a pass. What a catch. A record. Not a real life. But a record. One play. Touchdown, baby. Garcia to Owens. So right here has 22 returns on the career. Average is 24 yards per return. This is back when the touchback was to the 20-yard line, which is what it is for points as well. But for kickoffs, we obviously know that it's going to go to the 25. And here, if this guy averages 24 yards per return, and he's better than touchback, let's see what he is here. It's probably going to go for a touchback back in the outside. He's not going to have his average this time. I don't know if that counts as a return, but whenever he does return, he averages. Good kick by Elam. Put them on the 20. Get our defense out there. Love that image. Inside the stadium, inside the huddle, inside the helmet of the center. There we have double wing right. Back on the center, 3-4 defense. Pitch off to the right. Good blocking, good running, good cut. Good pursuit. Winborn with the tackle. Their rookie running back, Jackson. His best run of the day so far. Steve Mariucci not happy with the pursuit, not happy with the defense there. They're all cluttered up. The tight end takes care of the outside linebacker who would later make the play. They're pitching out and leading Leonard Davis through the hole. Google says, hey, there's no one out here to block. Let me just take care of the cutback, huh? And then good run blocking here by the wide receiver. And we can just kind of see what we talk about when it comes to the push up front. Pretty evenly matched here, and it shows a pretty even match here. In fact, we actually have a 93 strength versus 90 up here, and he gets off of that and tries to pursue the best he can as the rookie. Right, this isn't a run up the gut. And yeah, heck of a play. All made, really, really made here. I want to see later how Sanders the vet versus Washington, like borderline hold here, right? Tries to make something happen. Heck of a run. We can see that break block animation thing there. Like, I want to see that matchup, what that wide receiver's run blocking is versus our corner. But our corner played really well earlier in the game. And a sack. Our rookie nose tackle collapsing the pocket, finishing the play. That's still a matchup. 93 strength versus the 90 strength center. With the bull rush, getting off the block, really stepping up into a pocket that doesn't have outside pressure, and walking into a sack there is Palmer. That's going to set up a 2nd and long. 2nd and 13. I formations, twin left, tight end to the right. Handoff, misdirection off to the side. Broken tackle, very well done. Getting chased, 2nd broken tackle, finally gets piled on. Run to the left. Jackson with another huge run. Let's check out how that happened. Misdirection, counter if you will. Yes, movement to the right by the running back. Counter left. Linebackers with concrete shoes, as I've always said, just kind of stand there and just wait for the block to come through. Looks like kind of a blitz right here by Winborn. Just gets picked up by the center, doesn't know what to do. Drop back, they see the counter, they react to the safety position. That's one thing that we're looking at here. Look at just overall good push. Leonard Davis, 98 strength versus our 93 strength, our defensive tackle. So he's not just going to completely beat him up, but he gets that push, and he finally overpowers him. No problem with that. It's Leonard Davis. All right. Looking at the rest, little pushes where it belongs, especially right here against Engelberger, getting outclassed there. Happy with that. Fullback just chipping the linebacker. And we've got this same wide receiver that had a good run block earlier. Little wash down the line, but Bronson comes up and says, "Hey, I usually make that tackle and I did not hear." And then we continue to get chased down by Plummer, who's a heck of a player, but you're not going to arm tackle him. And finally, the safety in the corner, team up to bring him down. I got to be happy with these sliders, aren't you? Got to be happy with the performance here. A little bit of concrete shoes by the linebacker position, but this is some good gameplay. Sorry for such a long video. I haven't gotten out of the first quarter. But breaking down. Smith blowing someone up. Still a good pass to Boston out there. You can see, here comes the blitz. Here comes the blitz. Do-do-do-do. And just blows his man up. It's got to be the break block animation. At a certain point, we just have to learn how to get to this, right? That's going to set up a 2nd and 5. I think we've pretty much got these sliders really tuned in here, don't we? Plummer missed a wide open shot earlier in the game that said the accuracy. Run up the gut, and nobody accounts for Julian Peterson, who comes in and cleans up Pittman. We saw some pretty good run blocking, a pretty good push up inside by that offensive line, which again is expected. It's why we go after strong defensive linemen, just so we can at least try to keep up and not get completely blown over. Looks like we're in a 4-3, even though our defense is the default 3-4. Sometimes they come out, so that's why we definitely have a hybrid set on our roster. We truly have some true defensive ends in Engelberger and Andre Carter. But in the 3-4, we play with the 3 defensive tackles. We have now, with the push, the pass, the throw over the middle. Good catch by Ben Coates. Big Ben Coates. And now the old man, veteran, is hurt. Seems to have an injury to his chest. A good catch over the middle. Move the chains. And now their backup tight end is only a 52 overall. Hope Ben Coates feels better. I'm a 49ers fan, but I have huge respect for Ben Coates. Grew up watching him play. There's no reason why I wouldn't as a Niners fan, but he's a Patriot. It's not like he will fall like that. And that should be the end of the quarter. Coming up, right? Let's run. Let's check it out here. No, we already had the end of the quarter earlier. Here on the run. Yeah, just good all around. Right, nothing spectacular to mention. Peterson breaks the block of the fullback, comes up, makes a tackle. Thing about it. Double wing right, and they got a fullback in at tight end because Coates is hurt. And they throw it to the fullback, and there is a penalty, pass interference. What a shot delivered. What a catch. That's where I worry about 19 out of 20 quarterback accuracy is suddenly we just start cutting them up and then throwing to like a fullback at tight end. But hey, that's football, baby. Is it going to be too aggressive? Is it going to be too powerful at throwing pitches? A catch. Heck of a play by Arizona. Ball at the 5, 6-ish. Definitely not the 6, but like beyond the 5. Double wing right with the fullback out. Handoff to the left. Cleaned up, but Pittman has the strength to fall forward and advance the line of scrimmage. Second and goal. Maybe the 4, maybe even the 3. Depending on where you spot the ball. Yep, it's beyond the 4. About the 3.5. Yep, about the 3.5. More double wing right. Goal line for the 49ers. Back to throw. Back foot toss. Incomplete. We could say that is the 78 accuracy despite the 19 out of 20 on the slider. So pretty solid, huh? An incomplete pass. Not the best throw. Not the best catch animation. Back foot throw. Not the best catch, like attempt at animation. So. Goal line. Single tight end. Strong right. Handoff weak side. Can't find anywhere, but breaks the tackle. Still can't find anywhere to go. Gets cleaned up in the traffic, in the mess. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Do they go for it? Looks like they're just going to come out for the 4th. Martin Gramatica? Or is it his brother? I don't remember. I think there's 2 Gramaticas that play. And look how tall number 12 is. I believe number 12 is like 6'4". And 5'10". So just a giant next to him. We can take a look. Stats. Individual. Kicking. Bill Gramatica. It's the brother. There's Martin Gramatica and there's Bill Gramatica. It is Bill. 5'9". And as I said, the backup quarterback, I believe, is 6'4", more or less. And yeah, definitely looks like a giant next to him, especially when the camera zoomed in. Like a large human being versus not a large human being at 5'9" the kicker. Wow, nice camera shot of the middle of the field, or the 30-yard line. Rookie Garcia, not as productive as the Arizona kick returner, only 21 yards per return, which is pretty much like a touchback. So when Garcia takes it, he's no better than a touchback. So we might want to change our kick returner, but he has really good speed, so it goes. Ball is up, and it's caught at the 2. Can he get past the 20? He does, and to the 22. At least he's able to get us 20 yards, right? So when it's not a touchback, he's still able to get us back there. That's good enough. It's not great, it's good enough. Working the 49ers with the lead with the ball. Weak eye, twins left. Weak eye right, twins left. Throws the ball out to Clark, makes the catch. 2-yard gain. Madison was dropping passes. Bouncing back and forth between starting Clark and starting Madison. Clark made it to the Pro Bowl last year. Good for him. Should he lose his job to a rookie after having a Pro Bowl season? Probably not, but Madison's stats with being a better run blocker, being stronger, like every kind of aspect of kind of earning a job, but then he just couldn't keep it. Like let's pretend in training camp he's got that starting job, but just couldn't. And not a good throw to Owens, who wasn't even ready for the football. Owens was not at all ready. So we're just I was just kind of pretending that Madison was just not putting it together completely in the field. And Clark was kind of giving the nod because he was a Pro Bowl player. He did deserve to show what he could continue to do as a vet. Madison still needs to learn and put everything together on Sundays. So single back, tight into the right. Garcia, back to throw. Good throw over the middle. Incomplete. Streets is unable to haul in the pass. It was a good pass. Unable to haul it in. Letting his quarterback down. That brings up 4th down to punt. Defense not given much time to rest. Stanley's going to have to kick it away again. What a killer drop. Ty Streets has been Mr. 3rd down, not only in Villa, but in our first season so far. What's this down here? Not Mr. 3rd down on it. I remember I was not even 20 years old when I heard him called Mr. 3rd down. Kevin Falk of the Patriots is Mr. 3rd down. I don't know if there was like an award given, if it's just something that's a nickname, but I've heard that specifically for those two players. I also heard it for Brian Westbrook, like Mr. 3rd down. I don't know if that's an award given by some group, like AP or whatever, but those are guys who we're talking about. Back to throw, toss to the right, to the running back, little pocket of space, rolls forward, and he's going to set up 2nd and short, which is the time when people look for play action passes. Good protection for Plummer. Not much of a pass rush right now, but it's a lot better than blowing up the offensive line. Arizona's trying to build momentum after that last drive. It failed to punch it in the end zone, but they got close. And a defensive stand, they want to continue to make it better. Back to throw over the middle to their tight end. It's only a 52 overall with a fantastic catch, holding on to it. That is why Ben Coates is not wearing number 87, because their starting tight end already has it. And you cannot go in and edit players uniforms. You know Coates probably would have paid to have that number 87 from him. They probably would have given it to him. But no, in Madden 2002, I cannot edit player jersey numbers or anything in franchise mode. That comes in, I think, 2003 or 2004. That is why Madison is wearing Jerry Rice's number. Heck, there's a reason why Tom Brady's wearing number 12. I would change him to number 10 because that was his college number. Number 12 was retired by the 49ers for John Brady. Back to throw. Good rush. Not a good throw that time. Knocked away as well, but also not an accurate throw. So I definitely like this 19 out of 20 quarterback accuracy because you can definitely throw bad passes. Breaking the huddle, 2nd and 10. 6:47 left to play in the half. I formation to the right. Milking the play clock. Guys might be trying to jump, pointing out stuff. Pitch to the right, lead with the fullback. He's got the edge, got the corner, chasing down. Valentine, who has the speed, decided to dive for some reason. They kick up big yards on the run. And as I said, Arizona has definitely got momentum in their favor. While they're down on the scoreboard, they're definitely producing between the white lines. Now inside the red zone for the 2nd time out there. Going 3 wide receivers, single tight end to the right, hand off to the right side. That's just what you should be doing when you have that kind of strength up front. Breaks a tackle, but still gets pulled down. Jackson is definitely taking advantage of this defense. As they should. Arizona keep running the ball. You outman my 49ers with just raw strength up front. Manhandle that team. There's nothing else I can do as a Niners coach and team building. We just try our best. Blitz up the middle, but it is a pitch to the right. What looked like it could have been a blown-up play. Gets the yards, moves the chains, sets up a 1st and goal with less than 2 yards to go from the end zone. They are really firing on all cylinders here on this offense. Ball inside the 2, basically on the 1 yard line. Goal line defense, goal line offense. Big muscle, quarterback sneak. Don't like that call. Even though you've got the strength up front, you still have a fullback and a running back that can pound that inside. Like, hand it to your guys with more strength. Hand it to your bruisers. They might have even lost some yardage. Looks like they just got back to the original spot. This is also why we bulk up. We have those strong defensive ends. Might have to substitute the goal line coach to make sure our strongest defensive ends are in there. With the throw, almost picked. Bad decision. Why are they not trying to run the ball in this situation? I do not know. But this is a reminder that I probably should have been and should substitute my backup defensive ends to have higher strength for the goal line package and not have Engelberger out there, for example. Hand off to the right, the pitch, he's got the corner, he's inside, Pittman with the pitch, and they get in the end zone, finishing off the drive like they should. Running the football, sealing the edge out there, kicking out with the fullback. Number 33 doing his best to get off the block and trying to get involved in that. 33 has been a heck of an acquisition, Washington. Just not able to make a superb play there. We see Orlando, their quarterback, just working dramatically. Got in the end zone after the field goal. And we have ourselves a ball game as the 49ers force the punt and back-to-back possessions. 9 plays, 59 yards. 3 minutes off the clock. Getting closer to halftime. 14-10, still up by more than a field goal. If I remember, 49ers will defer. Either they won the toss and defer, or Arizona won the toss and decided to proceed. I don't know. We don't know. The kick is away. A little more than 4.5 to play. Gets up to the 20 and a little more. Avoids getting tackled. So we're going to have a better start than a touchback. We're 8 first downs to our 3. We've got a few nice plays, but really beyond our few nice plays, we've actually been kind of shut down. But that drop by Ty Streets to kill the drive, that was brutal, and we're feeling it. The defense didn't get any rest. 2 tight ends to the right with Madison out there. Jeff Garcia back to throw, looking, launches to the left, and he's got Stokes, who finally makes the catch this time. Moves the chains about 15 yards. Stokes had a great season in year number 1. Much better than he ever had in real life. Constantly gets the ball thrown his way, and it made a lot of plays. First down, ball in the 40, just like a penalty on the kickoff. Great field position, not quite at midfield. But we're moving, the clock is running, just over 4 minutes. Single back, 3 wide receivers. Garcia looking to throw, tosses it off to the right. Bad decision, could have, should have been intercepted, but I don't really want to increase the interception slider. They do get picks, but they shouldn't be picking them all the time. Huddle up, second down. It's okay to run here. We don't have to pass. We do have the lead. We can milk the clock. We're going single back, 3 wide receivers again. Garcia to throw again. This time, dropped by Owens. Dropped past the first down marker. T.O. unable to hold on. He's mad at himself. He knows that he should have that ball. It was well placed. He keeps saying, feed me the football, but T.O., you got to be able to catch it. Drops are something that plagued T.O.'s career. He was always open, but he didn't always catch it. We've got a weak eye formation. Tight end right, fullback to the left. Got a throw here. Dropping back, looking, moving in the pocket. Tosses it downfield, and we can't tell, was this a ricochet? Was it a drop? Was it a deflection? Hard to tell. Going to Stokes. 3 passes in a row, and now they're punting. Not running the football. As we drop back, look at that protection. It's not the best in the world. It's not the worst in the world. They're getting things done. He's still under pressure, right? 78, playing a good game today. Getting off of a block, getting off of another block. Not getting stats, but 78 is playing a good game for them. And we can just look downfield. The play design is not very good. Clark was actually going to break open if Garcia read that properly. Yeah, I know the safety here reacts to the ball being thrown, but we actually have a breakaway out here, and he could have gotten something. As a user, that's probably where I would have delayed here, moving and trying to buy the time in the pocket, step up another step just to make that toss. But where is he going here? Not technically pass interference, though it should have been, because this is illegal contact slowing up the receiver. That is a defensive pass interference with the flag not being thrown. People will say, don't get wishy-washy, don't complain about the Zebras. Let them play football. Jockey for position. It's fine. That is illegal contact. That is defensive pass interference by rule. The punt is away. And it's fielded well. And it's really. So with 100% defensive pass interference, no flag thrown, but the penalty was actually created by the defense. So I don't know, is that a matter of doing the penalty because he was not throwing the flag? I don't know what the balance is there. Can't complain about it. That's something that happens in real football too. 3-4 defense, ace formation by the Cardinals. Balance, sending the tight end, which is the backup fullback, or which is the fullback at least, right. Back to throw with pressure over the middle. There's a drop by their tight end. Could be a little accuracy issue. Could also be the fact that the tight end is a 52 overall and he shouldn't be just cutting people apart. They are definitely struggling at the tight end position, having played that fullback after Benko's hurt. Down by 4 with just under 4 to play. Strong eye to the right. Defense creeping up, showing blitz. And it is coming. And Plummer just trying to escape. Just not able to have the AI handle that at all. There's no way that that was a tall quarterback draw. I think he just felt the pressure and decided to move. What a disaster of a play. Sometimes real NFL has those disasters. And now we're in a nickel formation, so we've got our defensive ends coloring over back there. Back to throw. Takes the shot. One-handed, not even looking for the ball. I don't mind those falling incomplete because the wide receiver can't even see the football. He's just putting his hand out there and hoping it might touch him in the hands. That is a bad animation. That's going to set up 4th down. Defense doesn't really come up big specifically so much as Arizona's offense falters there. And they're set to punt. Kick is away. Punt is away. Hang time. Almost 4 seconds. Looks like for a catch. Caught, and Niners will take back over. See if they actually decide to mix in some runs and not just 3 passes and punting. Looks like they're going to come out in an ace formation because I see Swift out there in the huddle, and that's exactly what they do. They actually have the right personnel in the huddle. That's always cool. I saw 80 in the huddle. And it is a run, but he gets blown up. Who was supposed to pick that man up? Only 22 yards rushing. What went wrong there? Ace formation. Guard and tackle take on the defensive line, and he just knives in high awareness. Not able to get away or do anything. Shoulder bumping. That's a linebacker versus a 78 tackle, so that's probably why Barlow gets blown up. But this is just abysmal attempt. Not even attempted a double team here by Clark, but I think Clark is expecting to take on the edge, which just isn't there. Good defense, bad offense. But, hey, they shot that gap. 18 plays versus 32 plays because it's punts. Going 3 and out. Single back from tight end. Looks like the slot receiver would be to the offensive left. Screen to the right. There's the other center. Back to throw. Looking. Got protection. Pump fakes. And it's dropped by Ty Streets again. Despite the accuracy, the ball is placed in the right position. We have 11 out of 20 catch for the wide receivers. The second big drop by Ty. Disappointing. Garrison Hurst is in. 3rd down running back. 3rd and 12. Madison in as a second tight end. Double wing right, like Arizona was using as well. Garcia back to throw. Garrison Hurst pass blocking. Throws out to the right to Madison, who's unable to make the catch. Don't know if that's an accuracy issue. Don't know if that's awareness by the tight end to put himself in position to catch the ball. but he does drop back. He does get open past the sticks. He even puts his hand up, says, QB, I'm open. Throw me the ball. Feed me the ball. My 89 speed. And it's just not put in the position. Is that like the catch animation? Is that the issue? Because he slows down. He doesn't run for it. He leaps in the air for no reason, instead of just continuing to run to the spot. And also Garcia throwing a bullet that probably didn't need to be thrown like that. He was ready. He was open. Probably a combination of the two. Jumping for no reason and not the best ball placement. And so, 49ers punt again with 2.5 to play in the first half. Fair catch. See the scores down below of other games. Broncos advanced to 6-1 on the season for beating the Patriots. Something the Broncos seem to do all the time. Even whenever the Patriots are a great team and the Broncos are a so-so team, Broncos just beat the Patriots. It's just something that they do. Okay, we got our 3-4 defense. It's a heavy blitz up the middle. How much was the blitz? How much was it calling for the play action? But they just all came after the quarterback. Everyone got into a giant cluster, and that ball was incomplete. That's probably a reflection of 7 No excuse for Garcia's inaccurate pass. He's got like 92 or 93 accuracy. It's not 99, but still. Weak eye to the right, Twins, sending the man in motion to the right. Back to throw, Plummer with some time. Gets the completion on the comeback route to the man who sends it in motion. Not past the first down marker from what I can tell, though. Looks like they're going to set up a third down, 3rd and short. As the first pass was incomplete, second one sets them here, 3rd and short. Good cleanup tackle. Is the defense going to come up big? Or is Arizona going to rebuild on the momentum that they previously had? Looks like more 3-4 defense. 2-minute warning. Teams get to rethink how they're going to handle this 3rd and 1 situation. And their center is going into the defensive huddle. Probably John. So, I'm going to imagine there was some back and forth talk right there. And here we go. Big setup. Is this goal line? It's hard to tell. It's a good angle, though, that's for sure. Sending the fullback in motion who's playing wing on the tight end position. And handoff to the left. And he's got the space. They got the blocks. Gets the first down and more. Gets cleaned up at midfield, or just beyond midfield, I should say. 4 wide receivers. But it's not wide receivers. It's split out wide. Center gets blown up, but good pass to the tight end who was split wide. And they continue to hurry up as they now have the ball inside the 40 on the 38. And the hurry up pass, throw out to the sideline, incomplete. Can't keep the ball in bounds. The defense gets to reset and rematch up against the offense. 1:34 left to play in the half. I was going to say half time. That's right. Until halftime. 1:34 left to play in the half. Defense out with a 3-4 defense again against a nickel, or not against a nickel, against 3 wide receivers. Homer under center, looking to throw. A little bit of pressure, not too much. Outside, incomplete to his tight end. 2nd and 10, 1:32 left to play in the half. Who's going to make the play? The 49ers defense, the Arizona offense, as they're going to face 3rd and 10 and 38. They had something going. An incomplete pass out to the left to the sideline, incomplete pass out to the right. Money down, tight end in motion. As they're actually putting number 33 as their starting tight end here. Not starting, but and the center just keeps getting blown up. Another quarterback to tight end fiasco, animation, accuracy, whatever situation is. It's the center, right? It just keeps getting dominated. But that's understandable both by the veteran, who also has 92 strength there. And this time, Young gets completely cut up. They cannot handle it. Peterson, technically with the knockdown, but not the best placement. And another tight end trying to jump when he doesn't really have to. Are they going to go for the field goal here? Are they going to go for the punt? I see Scott Player. I believe it's Scott Player. Yep, out to punt, not trying the field goal with Bill Gramatica. Kick is away. Fair catch, but it's out of bounds anyway. It does not matter. Offense comes out. I don't know how many timeouts they have. We've got 1:23 left to play in the half. The offense has had its ups and downs, like an elevator. So under center, back to throw. Hits off his back foot, launches it deep down the left-hand side, and it is caught this time by Ty Streets with the big catch. That's that same animation I said where he's not even looking at the ball, but he comes down with the one-hander, and then out of bounds, moving the chains on the left side of the field. Drops back, takes the shot. Yeah, not even really looking at the ball, and one-hands it. Pretty epic. Sometimes they catch it, sometimes they don't. Not the prettiest of animation considering they can't even see the football. Believe that gets improved closer to 03, 04 range. Some of the animations, they get better choices. Those are Jeff Garcia's career stats. And he draws them on sides. He's going to put the ball from the 45 to the 50 at midfield. While they settle that, we have all 3 timeouts, 1st and 5. They don't have too far to go. They have plenty of time and timeouts. The AI is really bad at clock management. They come with an I formation under the circumstances, but it is a throw, and it is downfield, and it is to Owens. It's just a little off target. That would have been an epic completion. This is with 19 out of 20 accuracy, and still misses Owens with his 93 accuracy. So this 19 out of 20 has been pretty solid so far. This is probably where we're going to go from here on out, because they still miss those passes, those shots. So they're not perfect. Sending the fullback in motion, from a weak eye to a strong eye. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Tossing it to the right side. This time he does have an accurate pass to Owens. He makes the catch and gets a few more yards after. The clock is running, and that is fine, as they have themselves a nice kickoff. They call the timeout. 1 minute to play. Ball on the 35 and going in. Niners stay with a base formation on offense. Fullback tied in. Handoff to the right just gets completely blown up by the safety, and the Niners go a 2nd timeout, trying to power the ball off the right side. That is not a fault of Barlow. That is not a fault of the Sliders. That is just a bad play call and a great play call by Arizona, who sends the veteran safety from Dallas, Darrell Woodson, with the play. 57 seconds to go, 1 timeout, single back, 2 wide receivers to the left, tight end to the right. See under center, takes a snap, drops back, makes the completion. Where are they going to spot the ball? This game has a real trouble with forward progress, but they make the catch and then they stumble their feet. Are they going to place it at the point of the catch, or if he was stumbling before he was taken? Clock is moving under 40 seconds. Looks like they're probably going to be happy with just with the field goal. They have shown no interest in stopping the clock or doing anything. 30 seconds to go. Big formation, but back to throw, looking to the right-hand side, and it'd be interesting to see what kind of catch animation that was. The pass was to number 88, to Swift. They're going to be happy with the field goal here. Yeah, goal line formation, essentially, right? Yeah, not even a wide receiver on the field. They come out in goal line and decide to pass. I do not know what they're thinking here. And yet they get past the secondary. So you understand why Garcia threw this ball. He gets past the defense. But here again is that animation of not even looking at the ball and one-handing it. But here, this is why we have 19 knockdown So if you're still watching my long video of me talking a lot, he catches it. That is a firm, actual catch. But with 19 knockdown, he hits that arm and breaks the ball up, slaps it down. That is a good animation, gripping that arm down and forcing that incompletion. Great job by the defense. And what could have potentially, I would say possibly, could have possibly, potentially, been a touchdown if he actually brings that in and drags his man through the end zone. 4th and 3. Questionable decision to even call that kind of formation and pass thrown to that guy, but it almost works. Elam's only missed field goals earlier in the season, which caused me to click the accuracy by 1 extra point. He hit the crossbar and a kick that should have been good. And it is good again. The best kicker in the league, the best kicker in the game. This is before the Ravens' Justin Tucker comes out. Elam, Adam Vinatieri, Justin Tucker are some of the greatest kickers of all time. And we are more than happy to pay him his bucks. Because now we only have 1 missed kick versus missing 1/3 of our kicks like we had last year. 49ers extend the lead by 1 touchdown as we're going to be approaching halftime. Kick is away. It's going to be a touchback. We should run out the clock here. Hope you're enjoying the game. Hope you're enjoying the game with commentary. Sorry that it's going to be a much longer video than the other ones. I do not plan on these videos being so long as my first video of commentary, but it shows off the settings and the matchups and everything. So I hope that's fun. That should take us to halftime. No one should call a timeout here, because sometimes the game likes to do that at 9 seconds and 4 seconds. If we pass 4 seconds, then we should be good. Yeah, we're just doing that. Sometimes there's some AI hang-ups in the computer programming where it's like, I want to run the ball, I want to conserve time, I want to run the ball, I want to conserve time. It conflicts with itself. That is a code issue, obviously. And the 49ers will have the ball to start the second half, up by a touchdown. The Sliders have been very good at representing the ratings in this matchup today. Should have little to no interruptions with replays by me, unless it's just a spectacular play. Touchback by Paul Smith. I put him as my second return man, even though he has a low rating, because he's got a combination of good speed and good strength and break tackle, all combined in a package with a player that is not a starter. And he's come out 3 wide, tight end to the right, single back to the left. It's a run to the left-hand side. They pull the guard. Doesn't really go anywhere. It's a little fall forward. These are not good run plays, not the best. Not super in love with this playbook, this Denver playbook. Mike Shanahan playbook. Might just go back to the default 49ers, I don't know. Strong eye right. Tight end going to the left, turn it into weak eye left. See it with the handoff, up the middle, breaks the tackle as the guard gets blown up. The second tackle comes up and cleans it up. These are just not good runs. We've seen better run plays. That's the biggest issue here. The running scheme is not very good in this Denver play, at least not for our team. 3rd and 8. Under 10 minutes, first minute is pushed away. Receive a throw over the middle, and just another poorly placed ball. Drops back, looks, got good protection. Just another, leaping catch attempt when it wasn't needed. And it could have just broke over the middle. Go for it. 3 and out by the offense, picking up a whole 2 yards, maybe. I think it was a touchback, right? Yeah, a whole whopping 2 yards in that drive. Abysmal. There's Tillman, number 34, former Cardinal. Rest in peace, Tillman. I'll sign him to a contract. He at least stays in the league for a little while. Punt is away. It's fielded well. It's returned well. Tillman makes the tackle to clean it up. They've got holding on Woodson. They're going to bring that back.
Number 28, receiving team. That's a 10-yard penalty.
Not much to say here. Sorry for the dead air, but offense is just unable to capitalize on the free possession of halftime. 3-4 defense, ace formation by Arizona. Run to the side, run to the left side. Derek Smith runs in, goes after the quarterback as opposed to the running back. They still clean it up. Bronson still makes the tackle, but Derek Smith not going after the running back, going after the quarterback. I guess in case it was a play action, could fix that, but unable to handle the pursuit from the free linebacker up the middle. 3-4 defense again. They come out with 3 wide receivers, so what kind of other match is this going to be? Some kind of zone to cover these 3 wide receivers. Handoff weak side. No one accounts for Peterson. He's going to make the tackle for the loss. Arizona still having a better run game, even though these last 2 weren't so successful. They've lost yardage, and now they're going to have to rely on their quarterback to make something happen. Shotgun position, 2 backs, 1 in each hip pocket of the quarterback. Niners in the nickel. Pass rushers trying to do something. Ball aired out to the right-hand side. Not caught by, I believe, 81 Sanders. And that's going to be another punt. Pretty decent coverage by number 33, Washington. And out comes the player, number 10, player. So the second half opens up with the teams sharing punts and trading field position. Kick strong to the left, fair catch, out of bounds. Flips the field position. I think the ball's going to be around the 25-yard line. Yep, the 24, 23 and 3/4. So about 2 yards, yard and a half more than where they had it on their third down when they kicked. Just flipping field position. Garcia hands it off, and the running back falls forward, but just still not getting very much in terms of blocking. Arizona with plus 13 plays over our 49ers. The handoff, double team, Clark on the inside, and Barlow just does not decide to take this to the edge and challenge the safety, and just lines it up in the middle. Still, pretty good push up front. There's a lot of room for Barlow to cut back. At other times we saw this, the running back, is he would take it and then he would bounce and do the cut back. He doesn't do it this time. Just runs directly into the tackler. Not running as well as he did last year. And yet we set running back ability back to where it was last year. So, I don't know. I formation, twins to the left. Are they going to send a motion like they often do? No, they do not appear to be doing that. And off. It is a pass. Looking over the middle of the field. Looks like it was dropped by Owens for what should have / could have been a first down. Past the marker. Another drop by Owens in coverage. That's probably also the 19 pass play that is in traffic. Big hit over the middle, unable to hang on. 4th and 8. Heading to the right, double wing right. Garcia looking to throw, moving around in the pocket, makes a completion past the first down marker to J.J. Stokes. Good pass, good catch, good tackle. Hangs on. Lions will beat the Packers to advance to 2 wins on the season. Embarrassing for Packers fans out there. Giants with the victory to go to 4-3 as we see in the ticker. A beautiful huddle camera angle. Ball just shy of the 35 on the 34, 7.5 play in this quarter. Strong eye right. Hand off up the middle, still trying to run the ball. I do not mind them trying to run the ball. I'm glad they try to run the ball. They just are not getting anywhere. I do not like this run scheme. I do not think we'll be continuing to use this playbook. This run scheme doesn't really try to force the edge at all. A lot of these runs are just off tackle. Now that is, they do not have zone run in this game, but they kind of have this like off tackle run scheme that Denver does have. But in real life, Denver have the zone run scheme, and there's a whole pattern of it. It just doesn't work in this match. Single going on this box, if the tight end goes in motion, Garcia to throw. Another completion to Stokes. Another completion to Stokes. Hangs on. Tuft of grass in his helmet. Clean that out. Move the chains. So we have Madison in the huddle, a rookie tight end. He's out there again. Double wing right, twins left, single back to throw, swings it out to Barley. See, I like that, but I do not like the fumble, and I do not like the broken tackle. Here he goes. That's going to be a defensive score as it looks like the pursuing offensive lineman slows down Owen's ability to catch up to him. What a defensive scoop and score. What a play. In terms of sliders, in terms of simulation, you've got to love it. The defensive score to tie it up here. Swing out, pass, fumble, scoop, and score. Are you not entertained? Are you not enjoying this game? Thought we could beat up on the one the Cardinals. Turns out we're tied here in the third quarter. Unable to break away. Unable to make a difference. And they're also missing the tight end. This offense has got to find some kind of rhythm. Got to get something going here. We're going to lose to Arizona on the road. We have a 3-game losing streak, and it looks like the way we're playing, we're going to make it 4. Falling in a hole after a great previous season of 2001. Kick is obviously away. It is short. Paul Smith to take it. He makes some good moves. He breaks a tackle just like I put him on the kick return team to do. Good vision. Good cut against 45. Runs through the tackler. And sets us up with good field position again. We're losing the time of possession. We're losing the plays. And we have a tie game. Ball almost on the 32, 31 3/4, 31 and a half. Tied up just under 6 minutes to play. High formation, twins to the right, in motion, handoff, weak side. Why did he spin? Just run it right behind the fullback. There's no reason to spin there, Kevin. There's no reason to spin there. Just follow your fullback through the hole because it was there. Absolutely no reason to show off your ability to get yourself dizzy. And we're talking no gain, 1 yard? Yeah, 1 yard. Weak eye, tight end right, now strong eye right, twins left after the fullback motion. Letting the clock bleed down to 10 seconds. There's finally a toss to the right, finally taking advantage of the edge. And their linebacker cleans it up 25 yards on only 11 attempts. Like 2.5 yards per carry, but finally was allowed to attack the edge when we had nothing previously, because that was like a 10-yard gain, 9-yard gain, whatever. So like almost half his yards came on that one play. I formation right, twins left again. Owen still in the slot, taking a matchup advantage. Garcia throwing it to Owens, who is able to finally hang on to a pass. He takes a big hit, but holds on. Finally in traffic. Move the chains. That's exactly what we need. This is the kind of offense we need to put up as we cross midfield, approaching the enemy's 40-yard line. High formation right, Twins left. Owens in motion again. Handoff counter. Garrison Post coming in to spell Kevin Barlow. It's a third down back, but he's also the backup with fresh legs. Not able to get anywhere on the left side on what I believe was a counter animation. Second down, but the clock is moving. The game is moving. We lost some yardage there? No, we're no game. Second and 10. 4:55 to play. Double wing right. Twins left. Single back to throw. Tackle got beat up. Owens makes another clutch grab. That's what's up. Good job, Owens, holding on to that ball. Had a rough patch there in the middle of this game. Coming back with two strong catches. Strong eye right, Twins left. They're sending Stokes in motion now with our left receiver, X, all the way in motion, which is now turning him into the Z. Center points out the blocks. Another pitch to the right. That's good. Fullback kind of picks up the block. Has to shake the safety because the fullback cannot take care of it. But everyone cleans it up. Hurst was still able to make some magic happen. Remember, he has 81 break tackle against that safety. Just team unable to steal that edge on the pitch. But I'm glad to see an outside run attempted on first down. Keeps the clock running. Making attempts. Strong eye right. Probably Twins left. Can't quite tell. I think it is Twins left. Back to throw is Twins left. But it's a draw play instead of back to throw. Hand it off to Hurst. It goes nowhere. Clock continues to run. We are in field goal range to try to take the lead, right? Because, yeah, they tied it up on that defensive touchdown. We're at least in position to try to tie it up with a field goal. Just over 2 minutes in the quarter. 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Pumping. Throwing. Swatted away. Not a good decision by the quarterback. Good pass deflection. Not sure about that play call. Garcia is into play. Not quite sure why he is in on that formation as the third wide receiver. No, it's because they have 4, and that is why. And he's trying to run a slant across the middle. Inside 5 yards. Contact is legal. Gets bumped off target. He has speed. Man is fast, but doesn't have the fastest acceleration. So when he gets slowed down, he's got to gather speed back up again and is unable to break away. Don't remember his exact speed. I think it's 94. It's not amazing, but it's better than Ty Streets, and it's a lot better than Jimmy Stokes. But I guess we're happy with the field goal. Take the lead after a decent drive. Try to get some points, and it is good. That's why we pay the man. Denver didn't want to pay Elam. I keep saying that because he was in the free agent list. We will happily take Elam for our team. Just a slight lead that we will even give up if we get the touchdown. NFC West rivalry in the making, a real rivalry that was built in those 2000s and 2010s. Arizona had a good team with Kurt Warner, had a good team with Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Boldin, all players who will not exist in this video game because Madden or NCAA 2002 was not released on Xbox, it was on the PlayStation. 2003 was released, but also do not have any of the rosters for that. 3-4 defense, sending the fullback in motion to make a strong eye right. So it looks like the starting fullback is number 34. Young with the sack, with the pressure. We can check out how he got in there. I'm happy to see him get in there, but we also know how quality their offensive line is. So it looks like it's like the backup fullback is like the 3rd string tight end. They're not going to show the replay here. What happens? He's not against Leonard Davis. That's part of the issue, which I think he's going up against 91 strength right tackle and his 92 strength and ability. So that is a very believable sack. gets the right tackle. Leonard Davis too slow to get over there, and not the awareness to get over there. What a big play. What an important play for the defense, trying to build on the momentum the offense put together, setting up a long second down, 2nd and 16. Back to throw, looking to the right-hand side, and that is going to be overthrown. It's not great when Garcia does it, but it's better when we see the 74 accuracy, or 78 accuracy, whatever that punter has. More believable. And that's going to set up 3rd and long. Let's hope the defense can make a stand here with the nickel. That means we're putting our pass rushing defensive ends out there. Nose tackle is out. We just got Fisk and Young, and Fisk putting pressure on the quarterback just as we called out his name. The big money defensive tackle that we're willing to pay, just like our corner. Applying pressure, forcing a bad pass, forcing a punt. You don't have to put up statistics to make an impact in the game. And that's an example there, applying the pressure. Forcing the punt on 4th and 16. Trying to continue to just snowball this momentum, right? Fair catch, smart decision by the rookie. He'll wave his hands. The offense is going to come out. Let's try to finish this drive with points with a touchdown. Great field position. Garcia in command of the huddle. Strong eye right. Stokes in motion to Twins left. Takes a snap, back to throw. That flip out pass that was fumbled earlier, this time he is able to hang on to it and is able to drive forward even after contact to pick up a little extra yardage. 2nd and short, about 4. Second and 3. That's the middle line lines incorrectly. 3 wide receivers. Weak side handoff. Do not like that scheme. Do not like that call. Especially, I think they're coming out in a base 4-3. They're not even respecting slot wide receiver. You just hand off into it. That is not a good quarterback game. Maybe even lose some yardage there. Yes, we do. This is 3rd and 4. 21 seconds left in the quarter. Again with 3 wide receiver formation. Single back, tight end to the right, under center, and a handoff, but it's good enough. Move the chains. Pretty wild tackle, almost looked like a face mask kind of tackle, the way he got ripped and flipped in the air. But that should bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Both teams are 3-3, fighting for a position in this division. Arizona giving us a much tougher battle than we had when we previously met them, when we hosted them. I formation, right into the right. Garcia back to throw. Quick toss. Is that Owens? It is over the middle on a slant, and he almost breaks it for a score. It gets caught from behind by number 41, 42, whoever. Gets caught from behind instead of the breakaway touchdown. Owens with the big play. That slump seems to have gone away for him. He is back to playing like a Hall of Fame receiver that he is. Ball on the 11 in the red zone. 10:32 left to play in the game. Ace formation, single back. And they jump to give us 5 free yards. We're going to get the ball on about the 6-yard line. 1st and 5 going in. What a huge pass by Owens, and what I believe was a slant. What a big momentum building advancing play. So as we know, 1st and 5 after that neutral zone infraction. They come out in their base 4-3 defense. They come out 3 wide receivers, still not respecting that slot receiver. Handoff weak again. So we're getting 2 to 3 yards. AI just loves calling the handoff weak when they're in a base defense. and we've got 3 wide receivers, you'd think we'd want to take advantage of the personnel matchup and start leveraging against those linebackers. They're in goal line goal line defense. We are in double wing right. Handoff to the right. Little cut, little move, and there we go. Good vision by Barlow. Good movements. And we're in the end zone to build upon our 3-point lead, to extend it to 10. This is how you close out a game, gentlemen. 26-17. With the extra point, it will extend it to 10. Let's see if it's good. It's expected to be, especially with Elam. Brady out to hold it. And it is good. That's a 10-point lead. 7 plays, 56 yards, 2 minutes and 19 seconds. With a 3-yard run off the strong side finally after all those weak runs. And Barlow's nifty little cuts and movements to get to the edge, to get in the end zone. The pressure is now on. Our defense hopefully is designed to play with the lead. Play stout defense. We do not have a pass rushing defense, so maybe it's not fair to say anything. But we're definitely strong up front to try to challenge them. We're not going to just get grinded on this, we hope. The kick went up. It is a touchback. This is the chance both for them to respond and for our defense to try to snowball a big stand. Pivotal moment in this game. 3-4 defense. They're shifting from weak eye to strong eye. Twins left. Back to pass with some pressure by, I believe this could be our nose tackle. Ball swatted away there. Let's take a look. Both who was applying pressure. That was our nose tackle, who again has 2-point or 3-point, I think 90 strength versus 93 strength. Advantage against the center, ripping away, and no one else really doing much of anything. Wow, we actually dropped our other defensive ends / defensive tackles into coverage there, and the pressure came up like that. Very interesting play call to not send our defensive line as pass rushers. And our nose tackle rookie doing a heck of a job applying pressure on the quarterback right up the middle. 2nd and 10, 9:44 left to play. Strong eye right, Twins left, sending it in motion. Back to pass again, throws it over the middle and swatted away again. This time by number 55, Jacob. Look at the rookie. Just nothing there when he really has the swing out. Just what is he looking for? I see he's like a pocket, I guess he's trying to get the ball to, but the defense is having none of it. Is that the awareness by Plummer to ignore the halfback breaking out to the flats? I don't know. Defense is holding firm, holding strong. Nickel defense. Sending the receiver in motion. 3rd pass in a row. Pass. This one just slightly off target, and that's what we mean by snowballing with a big defensive stand, forcing them to punt with a 10-point lead. This is how you put a team away. They got nothing on 3 passes. Slight note I thought about, in real life, Chike O'Keefer would leave the 49ers and join Arizona. He did that in this franchise as well. We had no reason to re-sign him. He wasn't a good fit for our team. And yet, for Arizona, he was one of the best defensive ends on the market that they could pay for. And he's there. So that was another realistic off-season maneuver that really happened. Niners will get the ball just outside, or inside the 40. Yeah. Because outside, whatever would be the 50 yards, just inside the 40, on the 48-ish yard line, with the lead and the momentum. 3 wide receivers again against a 4-3 defense. Are they going to take advantage of that? They're just going to run the ball weak again. They run it strong. That's good. Breaks the tackle. Breaks a second tackle. Breaks away. Gets into the secondary, past the first down marker. Those shoulder and arm tackles are not going to be good enough in the league. You've got to wrap them up like 59 did. Too much strength to be taken down with arm tackles. Maybe it's just an animation decision, but those are bad tackles to even attempt. 59 does his job. Breaking the huddle. Ace formation. Single back. Twins left. Swing, sending his wide receiver in motion. Swinging, sending the wide receiver in motion. And it's a counter or just a straight handoff to the right? I think it was a counter to the right. Barlow only able to pick up 2 yards as the safety comes in and cleans him up. I believe Barlow broke a tackle against Woodson earlier. Darrell Woodson, right? Darren Woodson. I should know his name. It's been many years. Former Cowboys safety, Darren Woodson, I believe. I formation, tight end right. Sending tight end left. Resetting the strength of the offense. Which way is the ball going? It's a pitch to that side, so it looks like they called weak pitch to Garrison Hurst and then led the fullback. We know that play. Gets past the first down marker. Good run. Good call on the toss there to the veteran Hurst. Yeah, we have him backing up, so he has fresh legs and can contribute as the backup, while Kevin Barlow takes the primary lead. Strong eye to the right, balanced wide receivers back to throw with good protection. Throw off the left side. Owens with a great catch again, being the superstar that he is, saying, "Bring your popcorn, get your popcorn ready." He can't be upset at Garcia, who's been feeding the ball game after game. If anyone should be upset, why didn't he break that tackle? We know that was a diving tackle. What a great concentration to hold on to it. This is the snowball effect. Ball inside the 5-yard line. Ace formation against goal line defense. Sending the tight end motion to the right. Handoff to the right, but the tight end didn't really do much of anything. Garrison Hurst breaks the first tackle attempt up the gut. Finally gets broken down in traffic. Brought down in traffic. 2nd and goal. Midway point, 2.5-yard line, or at least just outside the 2. Goal line defense again. Goal line offense. Owens isn't on the field. It's all 3 tight ends in the fullback. But the strength is to the right. The handoff is to the right. Hurst looking. They get the seal. And Hurst gets in the end zone. Very similar to Kevin Barlow to extend the lead again. This is truly that snowball effect. That big defensive stand. And then putting it together on offense. Just what we needed. The final score is not going to show how close this game was for 3 quarters. But that's why they play fourth quarter. That's why they play 4 quarters in football. Who got tired? Who ground them down? Who fought the entire length of the game? Elam's kick is up, extending the lead to 17, and making this game look not nearly as close as it once was. We obviously see Tampa Bay extends their victories to 5-2 on the season, I believe, as they beat the Saints, the new division rivalry, because in this game, they do have the division realignments with the expansion. Houston Texans, they go from the East-West Central model to the North-South East-West structure that we're accustomed to now. 2002 is the year that happened. The kick is away. That's why we play Arizona twice a year. That's why we do not see the Saints or the Falcons or the Panthers regularly. They were in our division in the West. Now they are the South. We only retain the Rams. Seahawks and Arizona come in to replace those teams. We have yet to face Seattle. I believe we face them coming soon. Face them twice as later in the season matchups. We have both of our Cardinals matchups out of the way before we see Seattle once. 3-4 defense. Back to throw to the outside. You know that they're struggling having to play with the tight end, but he's doing the best he can out there at 52 overall. Making plays. It's more the quarterback not putting the ball in the right position for him. Madden's playing his best football that he can. Got a 4-yard pickup, 2nd and 6 it appears. 6:20 down by 17 points. Shotgun. Looking not anywhere really to go. Not the best of passes. 3rd and 6 is coming up. Tough position to be in, but it's also a good reflection of Arizona. They don't really have anything special in terms of stats other than their offensive line. So I said they should have been running the ball with consistency. Just a shotgun, swings it out, and he's going to get cleaned up. He breaks the tackle, but certainly swarm of cleaned up there. I feel that was the biggest mistake by this Arizona play calling scheme. Is you out-muscle my 49ers up front. Use that to your advantage. Call runs between the center, guard, and tackle. Just muscle it out and keep it close. But all these passes are just putting you in a deeper and deeper hole. They're coming away, as they do. Have to just out. No fair catch. Is willing to rest getting hit. Not sure what you're thinking there, rookie. Not Jeff Garcia. This is a different Garcia, our rookie wide receiver. Garrison Hurst stays in the game here. Strong eye right, balanced by the wide receivers. That's the call. It's a pass over the middle to Owens. Move the chains, keep the clock running. What a pass into a pocket. What looks like a dig route past the first down marker. Heck of a pass play. No real reason for it, other than the fact that our running game isn't very successful. So any way we can move the ball. Single back, tight into the right. I'm assuming 2 wide receivers to the left. Sending in motion, so now it trips right. And handoff what is now essentially clearly weak side. It's completely cleaned up. The clock is running. Not sure why they want to run that play with the way the defense was aligned, but the AI is just not that tactical, so what can you do? That play exists for a reason, but they do not use it correctly. Their defense still out in the base 4-3. We've got weak eye, tight end right, fullback left. Garcia under center, under 4.5 minutes to play. Offense handing the ball off. There you go. He breaks through and takes a huge shot by, I believe, the safety. This gets completely wrecked, thrown up here. Hand off. Good blocks, truly. Truly good blocks against that line. Good block there by Scott Dragg against the defensive end. And just, it wasn't the safety just because of how fast it was, but lit up by 59. Glad I'm not the running back. That did not look fun. I hope he didn't have a concussion from his head possibly banging off of the ground. What a brutal hit. That's part of this sport. Strong eye right. Ball towards the right hash mark. 4-3 defense. Garcia under center, letting the play clock, leaving it completely. Pass off to the right to the fullback, who caught it but is unable to maintain position as he takes a shot. Says, my bad, taps his chest, takes responsibility for what should have been a completion to move the chains. That kind of felt like the classic Texas play, which is a good one. And since they fail to move the chains, they're going to have to send out the punter. Stanley with the punt in a moment. Goes away. Got the ball passing the field. This is going to be a short punt, I hope. And he's not able to kick it short enough, despite, I believe, maximum accuracy or close to maximum accuracy. AI is not able to directionally field things. The defense is going to have to come back out. The offense was unable to close the game out with a 4-minute offense. They're unable to expand the lead. Still, this game is mostly in hand unless the defense crumbles. 3-4 front. Back to throw again. Launching to the right side. Catch. Moves. And picks up the first down. I believe that is more. Looking for more yards. Down by 3 possessions. They're going to have to move. Like, they literally have to double their score just to tie it. 3:15 to play. Back to throw. Looking, launching up the left side. Off target, and I think that the wide receiver trying to jump is part of the problem now. There's no reason to jump, and that makes the pass a little extra off target. So yeah, we have seen the impact of making accuracy of 20 in the slider to 78 accuracy by the individual. So this might be that sweet spot that we're going to keep. Back to throw, looking, fires it over the middle. Kind of swat, kind of broken up, and kind of pass interference. Move the chains. First and 10.
Defense.
You have to acknowledge and give credit to Arizona. They are not giving up at all, right? And nor should they. Both teams in green. Tough fought battle. Bit of a score differential now. The Niners are the better team, but Arizona just bringing it. Little back motion to the right, so be strong eye right, and a false start by Leonard Davis. There's that 70 awareness or something in action.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Not much to say here as they're going to move backwards, just penalties hurting them. Always love that camera angle, even the sun is in their eyes a little bit here. 3:07 left in the game, first and 15. I formation strong right, twins left. Back to throw with time, launches it, complete, but just getting the yards back off the penalty. 59 plays by the 49ers. Arizona scores 4. Time of possession in the Niners' favor. They really turned the tide there because everything was in Arizona's favor as they had the game tied up. They just lost the momentum, lost that edge. They played San Francisco hard. Inside 3 minutes. Back to throw again. This one tipped, but it looks like pass interference and caught. We're going to decline that penalty. Washington pass interference. I don't know about that PI, but regardless, it's going to be declined, and that's going to be registered as a catch. First time it's even questionable about our free agent pickup, but I don't have any doubt in my mind that that was a good selection despite the outcome of that play. Man has provided a lot for our team this season. I know we're over the 2-hour mark because I slowed things down in the beginning, but thank you for sticking with us if you're still watching. 2.5 to play. Back to throw. Still moving. Drop the good throw. And based on the leverage of the defense, that could have even picked up a first down. Full credit to this Arizona team. No quit in this team. Maximum effort. Dime formation by the defense, and you can see why as they have 4 wide receivers for Arizona. Plummer under center, back to throw again. Launches it over the middle and just not up. Newcomb unable to bring in the first down throw, or the throw that would have been for a first down, I should say. As we set up 3rd and 10. Beneficiaries of a couple penalties, but they still declined one of them because they made the catch. 3 wide receivers using a fullback, sending the wide receiver in motion. Niners do not match up with a man as they put the linebacker on. Check down to the linebacker. Niners tried to have Peterson on the wide receiver. So he goes with the check down, picks up some yards. It's 4-down territory anyway, so at least they make the 4th down shorter. Niners are most likely to win this game, but Arizona is just bringing it on every play. Looks like dime or at least nickel back to throw over the middle. He does make the completion, but it's not going to be enough to move the sticks. It takes us to the 2-minute warning, and that should be turnover on downs. 49ers take over at what I believe to be 2 minutes. And this is not kneel down time because they have timeouts, but this is essentially a position for kneel downs. Hand the ball off. You should have no reason to pass here. Drain their timeouts. There's the handoff we expect. And to the right. And with the blocks. And past the marker. I don't think Arizona's even going to call a timeout with the score the way it is. And with the first down picked up the way that they did. That was a beautiful run that we were missing for much of the game. We can see the double team here on 78, who's been playing a heck of a ball game, giving everything that he has. We definitely want to check him out after the game. But double team there. Good block by Greg Clark right here. Fullback not leading through the hole. I don't know what he's looking for. But Barlow is able to take off and just run right through. This is not a good angle for them trying to make a tackle. It just drags him down eventually. Yeah, it looks like Arizona's content to just walk away. With that fourth down play, that was their chance, that fourth down, to keep it a football game. But it was going to take a touchdown and an onside kick. It was going to take a lot, I know. But their last hope is gone. Ace formation, really just one wide receiver. This is almost a goal line with 2 tight ends and a fullback. It makes sense. We're trying to milk the clock here. Under 6 seconds on the play clock. Handoff, a little misdirection. A little confusion by the running back. He's not sure. He kind of gets stuck on this run behind Swift. Yeah, he's like trying to move and do something, but just gets stuck. They make improvements in later Madden games with the animation of bumping into your player to prevent from getting stuck. But that play also, running into your own man, that's why ESPN NFL 2K5, one of many reasons why that game blew people away, is they actually had animations for that to deal with that type of workout. And I was like, I don't know if it was in 2K4, but I know when we saw it in 2K5, even back then, the people I knew were just blown away. Like, they played that, like, the midnight release, demonstrating the game. It was just fantastic to see. Something that Madden wasn't doing. I think Madden, like, knew that and they tried to incorporate it in 6, 7, trying to incorporate it in other games. But we saw what happened to get hung up. That should be the last play of the game here. The run up the middle, 2 yards. There should be real no reason to snap the ball, as the play clock is at 18 seconds versus like this 10, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, guy in motion, 5, 4, don't even snap the ball, 3, 2, 1, center pointing at the box. There's the final gun. Niners, in a battle 17-17 for much of the game, are able to finish strong with a victory on the road. Let's go to stats. Total offense, 427, 330 passing, 97 rushing, 18 first downs, 3 of 11 on third down versus 3 of 14 on third down. The third down conversions are just not very good at all, but they were able to take care of it. They were able to turn the tide. Jake Plummer, 57.1 rating, 155 yards, 18 of 39, 46% completion, despite the 19 out of 20 slider. Only 46% completion. Let us compare that to Jeff Garcia, 330 yards, 2 touchdowns, 18 out of 33, 54%. Even with the sliders the way they were, only 54% when he was averaging over 60% in his career. So it's like, do we need to try 20 quarterback accuracy between these two? Rushing, Kevin Barlow, only 3.2 yards per carry. Garcia had the good carry. Hurst, still not so much, but both had touchdowns on the ground in the red zone, 71 yards. 10 broken tackles, still 3 broken tackles here. Let's take a look at Arizona. 12 attempts, 7.2 yards per carry. It's not that you can't get yards, and his offensive line certainly helped him. 87 on the game. Pittman, 5 carries for only 5 yards, 9 broken tackles, 11 in total. Let's go to receiving. Let's stay with Arizona. We can see the ball was spread around quite a bit, and the drops, 5 drops, even with 11 catch. We have 5 drops. We're going to go to the 49ers, 5, 6, 7, 8 drops on the game. Garcia would have had an even better performance if his players didn't drop the ball. Some of that is the pass deflection skill, but it is what it is. Owens probably with his best game as a Niner in this game, like in this franchise. So Owens had his real life career, like 20 catches in real life, but we're just talking about the games that we've played with Owens, his best performance so far. Stokes with only 4 catches, he's normally been the go-to guy. Blocking, no stats, no pancakes, but we have 3 pancakes here by Arizona. Defensively speaking, Jamie Winborn leading the team with tackles at 8. Outside linebackers leading the team with tackles. That's one of the issues here is the middle linebacker just does not get very many tackles. I mean, he's the backup, but Derek Smith, 1 tackle when linebackers tend to average like 10-ish. But that's also the sim engine versus the gameplay engine. The outside linebackers, the safeties, those are the ones getting the tackles with 5 and 8, like 13 tackles with the outside linebackers. Usually the guys that get blocked, and it's the middle linebacker that comes over and cleans plays up. Tackles for loss, we're already at 5, 6. Yeah, 6 tackles for loss. Arizona, same thing. Outside linebackers leading the way with also 5, 6 tackles for loss. 3 sacks by each of our defensive tackles. Pass deflections, 4 in total, 1 each, and 1 pass deflection. So only 1 official deflection. We have our kicking stats, 1 of 1, 2 of 2. Our punting stats, which I don't care about. Our kick return stats, which I do not care about. And there you go. So if you want to stick with me for a few moments, I'd like to look at number 78, their defensive tackle, and how he ranks up against us. Let's simulate the week as we do, and we'll be playing the Seattle Seahawks next time. So let's go to roster. Let's go to Arizona. Let's go to defensive tackle. And number 78, 85 strength, 67 awareness. Like, nothing particularly special out there, but he was just playing like a man possessed. 61 speed at defensive tackle. How good is that across the league? It's not bad. It's not elite, but it's not bad. He's up there. Okay? But that 85 strength, like, not special. Special performance. Let's save it. I'm even thinking about that 19 quarterback accuracy. That 20. Even then, with all those drops and everything, I don't know. I don't want to increase the wide receiver catching. We might try that at full accuracy. Let's see if that's too powerful. Memory unit, 49ers, save. Thanks for being with me. Promise, I'm going to try to make the next video a bit shorter, over 2 hours. Thanks for staying with me. Probably watch it 2 times speed is what I suggested. I'll see you next time.